Hey, Coach Greg here at Svelte Training, and today we'll be doing a seated core stability workout. That's right, you can have a seat and work on your abs at the same time. It's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be glorious. Join me in just a second. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are so glad to see you. And if you are coming back, it is so good to see your lovely face again. And if you haven't already, if you could just click that subscribe button, it just helps us know that you guys enjoy what we're doing out here and just gives us the extra kick of motivation to continue to pump out all these amazing workouts for you guys. So we're gonna be doing 2 sets. The first set is gonna be me more explaining and demonstrating the exercises while you follow along, while that second set will be more of a complete run through of everything. As Coach Gabby likes to say, less talking, more doing, and it's gonna be amazing. And again, we're working on our core, we're working on our stability, and we get to do it while seated, so that's amazing. So let's get right into this first exercise. All right, so our first exercise is gonna be seated marches. That's right, this is one of my favorites because it's so low impact, but it's so good for the body. You're gonna want to sit upright in your chair, your seat, your couch, on your bed, wherever you are. And all we're doing is alternating, raising each knee up, just like that. You wanna think to pull from your hip flexors up here while trying to keep your core tight and really drive that knee upwards. So just like this, you're just bringing that knee up, just like that. So we're gonna do 30 seconds. Easy peasy, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Like I said, drive that knee up, and if you have to hold on to your chair, go ahead and do so. We want to make sure our back is flat. We're not just crunching and rounding everything or sitting back too much. We really want to make sure that the power is being driven right from in here, and we're going to feel it in our core as well. So got a couple more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. One more each side, and great. That was your seated marches. Next, let's move right into our leg lifts. Now this is kind of very similar, but now you're gonna want to extend one leg forward. Instead of alternating, we're just gonna be focusing on one leg at a time to really build up one side, and then when that's fatigued, we'll do the next 15 seconds on the next leg. But all we're focusing on is one leg will be down, one leg will be straight, and we're really focusing on just lifting that leg. The goal is to get to parallel and keep your leg as straight as you can. If you have to bend the knee, that's fine. But here, and we're gonna feel it up in our hip flexors, we're gonna feel it in the core as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna do 15 seconds, both sides, and 3, 2, and 1. So let's lift these legs, just like that. Really tighten your core, right? You're pulling from your hip flexor, but you also wanna borrow that energy from your core as well. Just like that, we're focusing on our stability here. There it is, let's switch sides. Boom, just like that. If it helps, you can try to point your toes upward as if you're trying to go to the ceiling. A couple more seconds, 3, 2, hold, and drop. Great job. Next, we have our seated knee to elbows. This is also fun. You're just gonna put your hands behind your back like so. And we're gonna alternate trying to tap opposite elbows to opposite knees. So when you bring our knee up, we're trying to twist over and boom, see if we can bonk our knee with our elbow. If you can't, no worries, but the goal is just to get as close as we can because we're really focusing on the twisting motions. We're working those obliques and everything as well. So we got 30 seconds. Here we go. So upright and boom, bring that knee up and twist over with our elbow. I like to reset to be straight up, so then I'm making the most of this crunch, if you will, right? Because if I'm up and I'm really elongating, bringing it down, up, down. But if I stay here, I'm just cheating myself and not really getting the proper workout I should be. So again, up tall and really drive that knee. Got a couple more seconds. Got 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Last but not least, we have seated side bends, or at least that's what I call them. Technically, they could be more of like a heel tap, What I like to do is if I'm seated like this, all we're doing is gonna, boom, drop our hands to our side. You're gonna kind of have to lean slightly forward, but we wanna make sure our back is straight and we're as upright as we can. And all we're doing is trying to reach down to the ground. And if your seat is low enough to actually touch the ground, you can, but we also don't want to be collapsing over to each side. We want to be as upright as possible because we're building those obliques and really stretching, they say, like zipping the rib cage and all that. So we're just here and just bringing it down, just like that. We got 30 seconds of that. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. So upright as you can. Reach down. Like I said, I like to call it a heel tap because sometimes I like to use my shoes or my feet as the guide to know if I've reached as far as I can. Just like that. One side, straight, go over to the other. And again, I'm always trying to make sure I'm not just here, because come on, what is this working out? This is doing nothing. But if you're here, proud chest, flat back, and then going over to each side, then that's where you feel it. Let's do one more each side, one more on this side, and great job. That was your first set. That's your seated core stability workout. That's set number 1. We're gonna jump right into set number 2. I'm first gonna grab some water because I need some. It's important to stay hydrated, especially when you're working out. And it's also important to make sure you're breathing, especially with core exercises. It's so easy to want to just hold your breath because you're trying to tighten everything, but make sure you're breathing as well. And you can always pause between each movement to make sure you're gathering your breath and really focusing again on the stretch. It's not about how many crunches, because people are like, oh, like I can do, 100 crunches, whatever, that's great, but I'd rather you do 20 crunches of great form and really that focused mind-body connection than just trying to pump out 100, crunches or doing whatever. If that makes sense. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. But for this second set, let's just run right through it. Let's have some fun. This is on you, not on you. This is on us, but you will be the one in control of this. So you got 30 seconds for these seated marches. Here we go. 3, 2, and let's go. And out. 3, 2, and 1. Moving right along into our leg lifts. One leg forward. Again, proud back. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Couple more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2. Let's hold for this last one and drop. Feels good. All right, next we have our seated knee to elbows. Here we go. Gather yourself. Flail your arms around, flail your legs around, whatever you have to do. Again, really focus on the crunch over. 3, 2, and 1. Three, 2, and 1. Last but not least, we have these side bends. Whew, feeling it. Let's finish strong. We got 3, 2, and 1. Couple more seconds. Finishing strong. We got 3, 2, and 1. Great job. That was your seated core stability workout. I feel way more stable now. If you like videos like this, then make sure you click the notification bell to stay on top of any new videos dropping. This is Felt Training. I'm Coach Greg, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.